That's a different question. We will look at it, but I wanted to make sure we're more confident on this than we were yesterday. If we need to do closure on Monday, that is fine. Today's priority is fixing what I broke yesterday, because I felt like I broke you guys yesterday.
Yeah, kind of.
You all, whoa, it's okay. So, for all of you who feel comfortable with this, you're cracking me up when you say you're good. It's like, just be aware that when something's difficult for other people, sometimes they don't like us saying, oh, this is easy. Get a head start on me. Write down what's in blue. Get a head start on me. Write down what's in blue. Patrick? About? Now I'm super curious. I have 4 dogs. I don't have children. So, my parents bought me that as like, they're their fur grandbabies. Because, well, my brother finally had a kid, so my parents have a grandchild now. But I don't have any kids of my own. So, my kids, quote unquote, are my dogs. Max.
About like, what you said like, yesterday, about like, me like, not wanting to do it your way.
Yeah.
My mom told me to tell you that, the reason why I like almost never work in groups or like I like to do stuff my own way because I have ADHD.
How many people in this room have ADD or ADHD? I mean, it's okay if you don't want to, like, but yeah, a lot of us do. Like, so it's okay. Like, that's fine. We can, like, work on strategies to develop. It just helps us learn better. So, you can tell your mom that I said there's a lot of research to support working in groups. I can send her things if she would like. Group work is very beneficial to our brains. I'm not saying for everything, but for math, it's really beneficial to work with other people. The opposite part of our mat has a negative x and then 4, but we know that those will end up getting flipped over.
We already did this.
Did we do this one yesterday?
Yeah.
It's alright. It's worth doing again to see if it's any easier. I'm not sure if this is A or B. I thought it was the one we hadn't done yet, but it's okay. On top, I got -3 and +2. And on bottom, the opposite of -2 and x. If you are not working this problem with me, what you're effectively saying is you could pass a mastery on this right now. Which, like, I'm not going to throw you a pop quiz mastery. But if you're, like, ignoring what we're doing up here, you're saying, like, I'm good on this, I don't need your help. Which is okay, but I'm just, like, putting it out there. If you are at all uncomfortable with this stuff, you should be working with me. We flip our tiles when we drag them up, quote unquote, and very soon I will stop saying things like that. But when I drag all these up, they all flip over.
So it's -4 plus x.
Yeah, the 4 becomes negative, the x becomes positive. I've never really met a positive x. I told you guys, like, day 1, my jokes are not funny. It's okay.
Oh, that was funny.
Your dad is not there. Stop making jokes about your loneliness.
It's not... Okay, to clarify, I have a wife. I'm very happy with my wife. Her name is Chelsea. She's amazing. We met in high school. She was one of my ex-girlfriends because we dated and then we stopped dating. So my wife is one of my exes. Mr. Hall walked back in. He's like, what did I just walk into? We're talking about exes. You know, I see.
Maybe Mr. Hall, let me guess. She's a corgi? Maybe a bulldog?
Ah, you're funny. Because my kids are dogs. Yeah, we met on tennis team and swim team, and like our town was kind of small. Guys, Worthington, I don't even know how many students you guys have. My town graduated like 100 people a year. Worthington graduates like over 1,000 or something crazy. Like, I think that number's high, but you graduate like 700 or 800 people every year.
When my mom was in like elementary / middle school, because like her school was like same, because she went to like from like
Yeah.
Because this school apparently kind of sucked back then. But anyway, I was looking at like the photos for like the higher up grades, like 7th and 8th grade, because I did like a summer camp there like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
There were like 5 or 6 kids in like each class, like for the higher up.
Like really small classes.
Yeah, I mean the lower grades had more kids, but.
Interesting. A negative 2x and a positive x. Keep a negative x, right? Or we could say minus x. Negative 1 and a positive 2. Yeah, negative 1, positive 2. We get positive 1, so just 1 we could say.
Wait, what are you doing?
Grouping like terms. Grouping like terms. We're just putting numbers with numbers, x's with x's.
Wait, I'm confused now.
Yeah, I am too. I don't
Why?
understand the first part.
Because I was working a little bit ahead when you were talking, and
I might have made a mistake. Like that is
I got
possible.
negative 4 plus x on the left.
Ooh, you can do it different ways.
Oh yeah, I passed out the
Yeah, you made 0 pairs or something like that.
Wait, never
Wait.
mind.
I like all these realizations of like, oh wait, no, we're gonna end up in the same place.
I just was looking at the video.
Hold on. Hang on to your questions for a moment.
I think I did it wrong. It wasn't you. I didn't write the x after the negative 2.
Wait. I've got negative x on both sides. What could I do? How do I take away a negative? Add the positive. So I'm going to add x and add x. But where does this take me to?
0.
No. Where does it take me to?
If 0 with 1.
Negative 2 equals 1. What the shenanigans?
So it's
This is a lie. It is not true. So who remembers the symbol? Right at the end of class yesterday. Max, you're pushing it too far. Pushing it too far, man. No, ooh, hold on. Stop everything. This is the opposite. It's like completely opposite of ARN. So I just heard a couple of people say ARN. ARN stood for all real numbers. That was when we had a situation like x is equal to x, and that is always true. This situation is never true. This symbol, and you need to write this down because I don't think we talked about it enough yesterday to remember it. This symbol stands for no solution. It might also remind you of the Ghostbusters, but it stands for no solution.
If we write it,
If you don't know, my heart is broken. Max,
if we do end up drawing this, can we draw a little ghost with
if you would like to. Aiden. So we can now say this, but when they're asking us what is the value of x, there is no value of x that makes this true. Like what they set equal in the beginning is impossible. They've given us an impossible task.
What? They're so stupid.
I think that was all the stuff to pick up from yesterday. So if you guys want to jump on to working on your closure, I'm going to go check on Math 7 for a couple minutes. You're good. Technically, we're still in math for another 15 minutes, and then we can transition to some language arts type stuff. But today's plan was to work on the closure sections. You can work with each other. I mainly had desks in rows because testing was happening. So if you want to move and work with each other, you can. I'll be right back in here. Be cool. Mr. Hall's back there working. So be cool. What's up? Come on. Done? Yep.
Oh, wait.
No, that's on Monday. Yeah, I left my binder at home and my computer, so I don't have my outside.
You want an extra copy of the closure?
Yes, please.
to work on that.
Yes, please.
Like we said before, we're here to help you guys.
And I had no one to drive my
I
stuff
don't
to
want
school
you to sit there.
because my dad was in a different state and he usually does.
Where is he?
Well, he's at a taekwondo tournament. He's driving to a taekwondo tournament.
Hey,
And
wait.
taekwondo tournament?
Okay. Hi.
That's 6 square. What did you think?
And I was like, wait a minute. There's no way. Wait, what? I'm pretty sure we wouldn't be allowed to say that either. Like, I think that would be disrespectful. I think Brenda's gonna hyperventilate because I misheard her.
What did you say?
Huh?
Sure.
Yeah. I don't like masks. It is hard to hear.
What did you say?
Nothing. It is fine. She didn't say anything. She said her dad's in another state, couldn't drive her stuff to school. It's a shame. She left her binders at home. We gotta have a morning checklist, right? Morning checklists. Gotta bring everything. So you can write a Chromebook too. That was gonna be a big surprise. You know what I mean? If you had actually said that. You should hypothetically be able to turn in your homeworks before you leave school, but they're not due. So if you would like to turn them in, you may. They're not due till next week.
Okay, good.
What's up? I gotta blow my nose real fast, but what's up?
Can you please sign this? It's an excuse absence.
Oh, yeah. That's next week. So you know that the classes are on YouTube, right? So you
Yeah,
won't really
I
miss
know.
anything from missing physical class. Email me if I forget to share the new worksheets with you. Email me, and I can send them to you on Google. I don't have them printed yet. I'm gonna try to print them during lunch, so I can give them to you before you're gone. Because you're not here Monday, are you?
No.
Yeah, today's your last day.
But also, what am I gonna like? I don't know what music is.
What do you mean? Oh, you don't have music. That's if. What's your creative start?
Violin. At orchestra.
Then that's music. That is so. You need your orchestra
So it's
teacher
like the
to make sure arts.
yeah creative side.
They must have not realized they doubled this up.
Yeah. Also, what am I gonna do for ELA? Because she's not.
Just email her and remind her.
And
And-
connections. Is it also just email?
No, he's here. You just need to find him.
Oh.
I'm gonna write. Hey, shh. We're talking about something different. So I'm gonna say like absent. And I initialed it for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, finish my thing. He's driving to another state.